Welcome back, everyone. Once again, I'm going to go ahead and try and do this farm that I did the other day with the Pyromancer, but today I'm trying it with a Knight. It's going to be a little different. It's going to be a little slower. It's going to be a little slower because I don't have any ranged weapons. I do have fire bombs, but, I really don't have anything that's going to take care of things at range with this guy. I do also have a crossbow, but I'm not going to be using that. I'm going to go ahead and assume that nobody has that stuff. So I'm going to do this the hard way. My rings are the Life Ring, a blue Tearstone ring, the covetous silver Serpent Ring for extra souls, and then this time I'm going with the Chloranthy Ring for more stamina recovery, which helps with, blocks and hitting and stuff. Alright, let's get this started. Fresh start, and let's go. That was interesting. That man had a green head. Nope. Oh, well, I forgot. You know what? This guy doesn't dodge. So you always go to the right, I've noticed, because every once in a while you'll get lucky and you'll be able to backstab them. You can tell right off the bat if you don't want to go straight for the archer. It can be kind of a pain in the butt, because he will snipe you while you're fighting the other two. So already it's a little more complicated than the... Come on, buddy. Let's go. We have to come back down here. Then it's a little more complicated than the Pyromancer is. Alright, he's not too terrible usually. This guy is always terrible. He will hit you with his shield, usually twice, until you run out of stamina. And then he'll keep doing it until you're completely out, and then he'll do that. But, if you're lucky, like I said, go around the left. And you can usually backstab him if you pay attention. All right, next guy. Come on, rush at me, you big fat mother. You can see I'm taking a fair beating. Oh my, he's being a jerk today. Yes, he is. For the love of... Ah! God, he's frustrating. I might die. Yep, I'm gonna die. See, this guy is a really low dex build, so he doesn't really have a lot of dodging ability. Fuck this. On this one, it's taking me forever because he keeps breaking my guard. I could have done that a lot quicker by just doing what I just did. So normally that would have taken a lot less time, but again, I'm being kind of an idiot. So now the real fight with any kind of melee character is coming up right here. And here we go. Now for this guy, you could go around the left side if you want, but either way, he's going to end up hitting you. So I'd probably go around the right, because, even though the sword hurts like hell, it won't break your guard as often as the shield will. I also like to get him down here, because it's a little easier to deal with him out in the open. Oof. Come on. So anyway, I am level 41. I don't know if you noticed that on my stats screen. I wouldn't try this guy melee at anything anything close to like the start of the game. I would use fire bombs. I would use any spells you got to whittle him down, because he's a pain in the butt unless you have some kind of ranged. Oof, he is such a bastard. There we go. Head back. Last one. Ironically, the test run went so much better than this. So that took me about 6 minutes, maybe 5 minutes if I'm doing my math right. I'm going to go ahead and run back to the bonfire. And you can see it's already a lot less efficient. I'm not playing as well as I could have anyway, But assuming I'm playing top of my game, it still takes about 3 minutes as opposed to 2 minutes. So everything goes perfectly, it's about 3 minutes. Alright. And then as for, really quickly, before we actually start the next one, just to show you that, I am using the Deep Battle Axe. It's been upgraded to +3, so it's a pretty significant upgrade from what it originally started at. I could use the spear, but I've never really noticed that it does very much damage against these guys. I have Lothric Knight armor from these guys, so it's just the stuff that I've been using. And yeah, let's try it one more time. We're at 4,200 souls. Let's see how long this takes. Goodbye. I love it when I pull that off. Let's go by that guy. If we can actually run, that'd be great. Die. Okay, and then we'll kill this guy eventually. There we go. Okay. Alright. So those guys are actually pretty easy, and they don't take very long, which is nice. And the reason I'm not using any kind of consumables like arrows or bombs is the whole point of this run is to net as much souls as I can. You know, hopefully without dying. Come on down. Come on. I don't want to fight your buddy too. There we go. That's it. That's what I like to see. If only this guy was that easy. Ooh, let me drop. An Ember and a Lothric shield. Alrighty, my friend, we're going to try your right side this time. See how that looks. Ooh, okay. Oh, he's still a jerk. Looks like the right side might be the better way to go. I'm not sure. Either way, he is a pain in the butt for melee. You can cheat this guy out. He's much easier to cheat out with range, by far. But he's not terrible. He's definitely not as bad as the Purple Knight or Blue Knight, depending on what kind of color blindness and shit you have. This guy's a pain in the butt. For whatever reason, he's just harder than the first guy. I don't know why. He's the same kind of knight, so you'd think he'd be a little bit, or at least the same. Got some leggings. All right. Yeah, I'm definitely topping it off. First off, this time around I'm going to go ahead and use that. It's the weapon skill for the axe. The easier way to kill this guy, honestly, as melee, is if you can sometimes maneuver yourself around him when he charges, but it doesn't always work out, obviously. And sometimes you just have to take a hit. And then you can just go right in for the kill. See, that time, really easy, and that one actually only took me 3 minutes, the way it normally should if everything's going mostly according to plan. So yeah, that's about 3 minutes, and as opposed to the other one, which was like 6 or 5. I will find out in the recording exactly how long it took. But yeah, that's it. For melee, it's a lot more complicated and it's a lot more work. It's just not that much more time. So really, you're going to average out to 2,000 souls every 3 minutes, which means, what is that? 700 and... no, I can't do math. It's about 600 and some odd... let's just say it's 700 souls, because I'm going to round up to 2,100 and do math that way. So yeah, it's about 700 souls every minute, meaning that you're going to be making, instead of 60,000 souls every hour, you'll be making... what is that? 30% is 60. Can't math. I can't math. Oh, sorry. It'd be about 4,300 or 43,000 souls every hour, roughly. Maybe 45,000 souls, depending on how well you do. So yeah, not the worst farming spot for a melee character, but also not not incredibly ideal. Still, it's the least boring of all the farming spots I've found, and it's the closest to an easily accessible bonfire without using any items whatsoever except for what you come equipped with. So anyway, I hope you like this video too, guys. I hope it helps you out, and if it does, leave a like, and if it doesn't, then leave a dislike. Tell me why you think I am just completely full of shit, or don't. Tell me why I'm awesome. Either way, I hope you liked the video, and I'll see you another time.